Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a news story that has captured public attention not only because it involves a well-known television journalist, but because it also reminds us of something deeply human: the vulnerability of families, the uncertainty of ongoing investigations, and the strength people try to show when facing unimaginable situations. The story centers on Savannah Guthrie, a respected American journalist and co-anchor of NBC's Today Show, and the mysterious disappearance of her mother, Nancy Guthrie. For years, millions of viewers have known Savannah Guthrie as a calm, professional presence on morning television. She has reported on elections, interviewed presidents, covered global events, and helped audiences understand complicated stories from around the world. But in early 2026, she suddenly found herself at the center of a deeply personal story that no one ever wants to experience. In late January, Nancy Guthrie, an 84-year-old woman living near Tucson, Arizona, disappeared from her home under troubling circumstances. What began as a missing person report quickly became a serious investigation that raised questions about possible foul play. The case spread rapidly through national news, both because of the unusual circumstances of the disappearance and because of Savannah Guthrie's public role. For Savannah, the situation changed everything overnight. If you enjoy clear explanations and deep dives into important stories like this one, make sure to subscribe to Social Heat and turn on notifications so you don't miss our latest videos. Your support helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you more informative content. Now let's get into today's story. When the news first broke that Nancy Guthrie was missing, Savannah made the difficult decision to step away from her duties at the Today Show. NBC confirmed that she would take time away from broadcasting to focus on her family and support the search for her mother. Colleagues and viewers immediately rallied around her, offering support, prayers, and messages of hope. Anyone who has followed Savannah Guthrie's career knows that she has built a reputation for professionalism and composure. Yet moments like these remind us that behind the cameras and the news desk are real people with families and emotions just like everyone else. The difference is that when a public figure faces a crisis, the entire world seems to be watching. In the weeks following Nancy's disappearance, investigators worked to piece together what might have happened. Authorities searched the area around the home, reviewed surveillance footage from nearby houses, and spoke with neighbors. Reports suggested that someone may have been seen approaching the property late at night, raising the possibility that Nancy's disappearance was not accidental. Investigators also began examining Nancy's recent activities, looking into phone records, delivery records, and any recent visitors to the home. This kind of work may seem slow and methodical, but it is a crucial part of any investigation. Law enforcement must carefully verify each piece of information, separating meaningful clues from coincidences. At the same time, search teams comb through nearby terrain, including desert areas and walking paths surrounding the neighborhood. Volunteers, local residents, and law enforcement officers work together, hoping to find any sign that could help locate Nancy or provide a clue about where she might have gone. As the investigation unfolded, the Guthrie family made emotional public appeals asking for information that could help locate Nancy. They emphasized their hope that she would be found safe and asked anyone who might know something, no matter how small the detail, to come forward. Stories like this often strike a nerve with the public. An elderly person disappearing from their own home is unsettling. It challenges the sense of security many people feel in their daily lives. Homes are supposed to be safe places, especially for older adults who rely on familiar surroundings. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of this story has been the response of Savannah Guthrie's colleagues and viewers. The Today Show team openly expressed their support. They spoke about Savannah not just as a co-worker, but as a friend and part of their extended family. Morning television often creates a unique bond between hosts and audiences. Viewers watch the same personalities every day while drinking their coffee, preparing for work, or getting children ready for school. Over time, those hosts feel almost like members of the household. Because of that connection, many viewers felt personally invested in the outcome of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Social media filled with messages of encouragement, prayers, and hopes for a safe return. Many people expressed empathy for Savannah as a daughter first, rather than simply as a television personality. After more than a month away from television, Savannah Guthrie made a quiet and emotional return to the Today Show studio. This was not yet a full return to broadcasting. Instead, it was described as a step back toward her professional environment. Colleagues welcomed her warmly. Some described the moment as emotional, with hugs, tears, and heartfelt conversations. Savannah reportedly thanked her co-workers for the support they had shown her and her family during the crisis. This moment highlighted an important reality. Healing and recovery do not happen all at once. When someone is dealing with uncertainty, especially involving a missing loved one, returning to everyday routines can be both comforting and difficult. For Savannah, visiting the studio was likely a reminder of the normal life she had before the crisis began, but it was also a symbol of resilience. Even while facing uncertainty about her mother's disappearance, she was beginning to reconnect with the work she loves and the colleagues who support her. Her situation also brings attention to the broader issue of missing persons. Every year, thousands of people are reported missing across the world. Some are found quickly, while others remain unresolved cases that haunt families for years. Behind every missing person report is a network of people, family members, friends, investigators, and communities, trying to uncover the truth. The emotional toll on families can be immense. They live with a constant mixture of hope and fear, never fully knowing what happened. Families in these situations often describe the experience as living in a state of unfinished grief. Without clear answers, it becomes difficult to move forward. Every phone call, every tip, and every new piece of information can raise hopes again. In many ways, Savannah Guthrie's experience mirrors the struggles of countless families who go through similar situations without the attention of national media. While her public profile has brought greater visibility to the case, the emotional journey she faces is the same as any daughter searching for answers about a missing parent. Short story summary of the Nancy Guthrie investigation. To understand the case more clearly, it helps to look at the basic sequence of events that investigators have been working through. Nancy Guthrie lived in the Catalina foothills area outside Tucson, Arizona. Friends described her as active and involved in her church community. She maintained regular routines and stayed in close contact with family members. On the morning when the alarm was raised, Nancy failed to attend a scheduled online church gathering. This immediately concerned people who knew her, since she rarely missed these meetings. Attempts to contact her went unanswered, prompting relatives to notify authorities. When investigators checked the home, they noticed something unusual. There were no clear signs that Nancy had planned to leave voluntarily. Personal belongings remained inside, and daily items were left exactly where they would normally be used. Authorities began examining security cameras from nearby houses. Footage reportedly showed a suspicious individual near the property during the night before Nancy was reported missing. While the details have not been fully confirmed publicly, this raised the possibility that someone may have approached the home during the late hours. Search teams examined surrounding areas, including desert terrain and nearby roads. Investigators also interviewed neighbors to determine whether anyone had seen unusual vehicles or strangers in the neighborhood. Tips began coming in from the public, some helpful and others less reliable. Each one had to be carefully evaluated. Investigators followed leads, reviewed timelines, and continued building a clearer picture of Nancy's final known movements. At the same time, the family issued public appeals asking for information that could help locate Nancy. They expressed hope that someone might come forward with a piece of information that could break the case open. Despite the extensive search efforts, Nancy Guthrie has not yet been found, and investigators continue to follow leads. As we reflect on this story, it reminds us of something important about the news we watch every day. The headlines we read and the reports we see on television often involve real families facing real challenges. Behind every story are people searching for answers, hoping for good news, and trying to remain strong even when the situation feels overwhelming. Savannah Guthrie's experience highlights the resilience that people often find during difficult times. Stepping away from work to focus on family, accepting support from colleagues, and gradually returning to normal life are all part of the process of coping with uncertainty. It also reminds us of the importance of community. When people come together, whether through sharing information, supporting families, or simply expressing compassion, it can make a meaningful difference. While the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance continues, many people remain hopeful that answers will eventually come. For Savannah Guthrie and her family, the search for those answers continues. Until then, the story stands as both a reminder of life's unpredictability and a testament to the strength people show when facing the unknown. Thanks for watching this video on Social Heat. If you found this story interesting or informative, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the channel and allows us to continue creating more videos like this for you. Also, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We always enjoy hearing your perspective on these stories. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video here on Social Heat.